Hello and welcome back to Creeper World 4. Today we'll be going through Day of Infamy, as that is one of the two last demo missions we haven't gotten to yet. So let's get on it. Live long and prosper is for fairy tales. In normal times, just slug it out and hope you will survive to fight again. Alright, so there's a lot of text here. A note from the map editor, new cracker. Yes, I threw in some easing factors for the more casual players. Feel free to not use hippies and enlightenment spheres for an extra challenge, or start the mission and wait 60 seconds before you do anything. Or longer if you dare. And yeah, blame me if it's too easy, not K75. Note from the map author. Since I had to restart this map many times, don't get mad if you don't figure it out on the first attempt. Or get mad. It was just a clumsy warning that I think this map is harder than any preceding map, which is why all the enemies will directly target your structures. No more random spores or blobs wandering off. Oh, and one nest is a lot more blobs, so snipers may be useful. There is no hidden event if you build a lot of them. I hope you discovered the secret of the pyramid on Farsight, map 2 in the demo. It may save you here. Similarly, I hope you notice the decayable terrain at home. Here, some slower decaying terrain holds back substantially more creeper. There are two new types of terrain. There's some flip breeder terrain, yellow gold markings at one map edge. It's behind all the enemies, so they get to play with it first, but if you somehow manage to get some anti-creeper there, you get to play with it. To help you, there are also some other outer AC breeder terrain coincidentally near the pyramid. I wonder why. Not much good if creeper flows over it, but again, if you manage to get anti-creeper flowing over it, it may aid you in your defense or offense against the creeper. I'll be very surprised if anyone has read this far. From what I see, most players never bother reading stuff. Smiley face. Well, I did it again. Well, I guess that time I actually know that's there. So anyways, I think this was one of the missions after the original, or initial couple. I would say, in terms of the demo, this was definitely one of the most difficult ones. That much is correct, but now it's probably not as true if we consider all the maps in colonies, which we'll get to eventually. So of course, gotta get that energy. This was made easier. So I believe what has changed here is that the emitters are relatively the same. I do not think there's any breeder here. I think there's a lot less spores and blobs, but there's still a substantial amount. I have to deal with 9 blobs and 6 spores. And I suppose there's also these connections to power up the totems as well, and this decayable terrain is in the way. But we have to focus here. We want to get that pyramid powered up as soon as possible. Fortunately, it does focus the factory. Alright. Change this to blue-white. Factory is done. So we'll be getting our Argon now. Let's also get a cannon or two. I'll focus on some of the towers first, but I want to get that AC going. We'll deal with the creeper in the bottom soon. It's not of much threat currently, but it will get there. See where our AC is at. Okay, let's put the mortar up there as well. Just gotta get some AC to that, so for now I'm gonna not flat an AC, just so I know where it is. Anyway, let's get these cannons up to start minimizing this. We have 2 minutes left. We have the waves that are starting to come from the flip terrain. I need a mortar here as well. Somewhat inefficient placements, but we have to use what we can. Of course, let's get the missiles up. Anti-creeper great power. Alas, tactics interfere, choose visible and toggle finding AC. Praise be the founders. Interesting, I don't remember that was actually there. So move these cannons up, protect that tower. Once the miners get built, and then we can focus on this stuff, the snipers. Put you there. So yeah, now we have that AC going. Just make sure that's all fine. Connected this totem. Yeah, I'll use another couple of mortars. Put this sniper there now. Now that's been cleared. Get a couple more mortars, because that creeper will be piling up now. I guess we should probably double up a little bit here. It is 9 blobs, so we might need to supply our snipers with ammo during the invasion. How is this gonna go? Yeah, exactly. Okay. Triple up even, I guess. Oh, and then one of the stupid... okay. Well, that's unfortunate. I don't know how that got through, but it did. Just have to reconsider. We can rebuild easily, but that's unfortunate that it even got through in the first place. One of the missiles, I guess a round of ammo, that's probably an option that occurred there, but I don't know, maybe there was a lot of concentrated attack on the mines there. So I suppose that could be an issue. Did I not have, well, I guess we can move this cannon there. Okay. It's a little bit of a setback, but not too critical. I'll get another sniper here to move up with these. Yeah, that can happen sometimes when you have decent coverage and, well, it's still somewhat not enough in one area. They are targeting structures, so maybe there's also some overlapping. I'm not entirely positive what happened there. Got that totem. Got this totem. Have some blobs coming. It's not gonna happen. Just in case, moves it back a little. Alright, this time we got all the spars. That's fine, actually, but that tells me that I need a missile launcher here. That spore landing in the pyramid area is completely fine. How much lifting is that? Oh, it's just all the lift that we need, really. Put that cannon there, put this guy there. Let's get some more snipers just to defend the allotment here. Just want to get a perimeter up as fast as possible. So I'm gonna have this cannon clear the rest of that. Have this cannon clear the rest of that, move the mortars over there. Connect these towers because they're not connected. Well, I guess it's for snipers maybe? I could add another one there. So at this point, most of the AC is covering that, so I'm going to flatten it now. Just for visibility's sake. I'm going to get 2 more snipers on that edge. Yeah, some of that creeper's still touching the tower despite it not really being on the tower, but that's why when the tower's on the edge, of course it can get hit by that creeper that's climbing it. Yeah, just go for it. Ooh, close one with that blob. I don't mind the spores sitting. The spores don't release that much payload, fortunately. It would have been a lot of bigger of an issue if they had. So apart from this, we should be done here. Let's also protect this energy, or lithic pod. Because we don't want to fail that way. I don't think it's prioritized, but if structures are prioritized, it might become a thing. Like that, it shoots the pylons instead, and then that inadvertently it destroys the lithic pod. This is not the best angle, I guess. That should be better. Just try and spread out. So that totem is powered. We got that objective. Very nice. Maybe that cannon will shoot there. Yes, alright. Probably, yeah, we're fine on snipers for now. Fortunately, there are also no eggs here, so... That blob might get the cannon, yeah, okay. Just means we have to move on the snipers more. So yeah, I suppose the decayable terrain here lets us mortar easier. Let's see. Missile coverage is alright. Probably just need to start moving in, see how our AC is doing. Yeah, that's a substantial amount of AC going there. The mortar might be in danger, but... We can get the nullifier down when you have to deal with one less threat. That Stash's primary concern as well as the flip reader in the back. Which, speaking of which, we probably want to just focus on that reader in the back. As well as the Stash. Just don't mind me, just building mortars in my front line. What could possibly go wrong? This cannon here. That cannon there just to protect the nullifier, but it might die in the process. blobs are coming in 8 seconds. So let's move out the snipers before it's too late. Good. Okay. So getting on that hill probably after we deal with the stash. It's the way to go here. I have a feeling we'll be reaching that 20-minute limit, but when we get conversion bombs, but we're not going to be using any of those. It's somewhat unnecessary. It's more for like if people are having trouble with the flip breeder. And this flip breeder is sort of common in like most, or at least half of the chrono maps. Now maybe it's been changed a little bit, but I guess I'll have to see later. Alright, so this stash has been dealt with. Now we can move up to deal with the high ground cliff. Let's actually make some more cannons and mortars as we have expanded our energy. I'll have that cannon somewhat clear out. Rip mortars. Rest in peace, mortars. You'll be rebuilt. And I'll just do the lazy method of making more snipers. Cannons, probably not. Have these guys clear it out. Just make sure to connect them though. Alright, good. Move those mortars in. They should be able to handle the waves coming in much better than the cannons. So reinforce our perimeter more by getting some more area. Getting that, well, these should be in range. Yeah, they're pretty much in range, so let's just make them be right next to the blob then so they don't miss any. Here, we actually need some snipers on this cliff just in case. We don't want our day ruined by blobs. Not that it would matter if they kill cannons or mortars, but if they kill the connection, then it's kind of not ideal, because then I can't get ammo to any of my units. Not nullifier won't finish in time, so I'll probably have to rebuild it when a blob goes through it. Yeah, okay. Oh, it didn't count. Oh, those still hit though, because I don't know, nine blobs, so probably 5 snipers to confidently kill those in time. But we won't have to be dealing with that soon anyway. I'm just gonna move some cannons there and refocus our efforts on the flip terrain. Of course, the flip terrain is still set at the default setting of 6. Or at least that is the most common setting I see, so I'm going to assume that's the default one. Our reclaim is going out. reluctant though. Well, there he should be triggering soon. Just utilize these guys more. Get to the flip reader with the AC, we pretty much won, but I mean, then again, we already have so much AC that we can pretty much counter the wave at this point. It's just another cherry on top. Of course, get these snipers there. So we won't be able to build a nullifier in time, or at least it's going to be close. But I don't think we have the sufficient enough connections for that. Nah, it's too slow. Oh. No. It's almost there, but they also just decided to not go that way. Alright. Well, that's it for this map, Day of Infamy. Well, the easy version as well. We can see our AC just start building up and dealing with that. Could also just help it out a little bit more. From this point onwards, the creeper is just gonna get devastated. Could go an excessive way here. And of course, that is the 20-minute trigger. It has become apparent. Our companions do not yet see our common journey. They have lost their way. Rejoice! We have a great opportunity to return them to the path. Use these enlightenment spheres to show the lost ones the light. Move each into the creeper and behold the power of truth and light. Go in peace, traveler. And of course, we get some conversion bombs, so that just flips the creeper into AC. It'll make it easier to flip these reader trains, of course. That's kind of the point. Unfortunately, you can't really make conversion bombs, but it was an idea in the demo. Now they're just a standalone unit that you can custom build into the game. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I believe you also get another batch of conversion bombs if the temple dies, which was one of the hints given. It was one of the hints given. If you wait, you essentially get conversion bombs, and then when the temple is destroyed. Because it actually, I think it doesn't destroy from supply, but it gets destroyed because of creeper on top of it this time around. So anyways, that is Day of Infamy. I hope you enjoyed watching, and as always, I'll submit again. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day, and I'll be seeing you.